always starts. There you go.
Oh,
Everybody. What's up, everybody? This is Smoke Room episode 7, and I got right here my guest at this time, Stompy. Introduce yourself.
yeah, chop chop, everybody. What's up? This is about to be the most realest smoke room there is.
Oh, yeah. It's always real when.
Break up a
Yeah.
little bit. There we go.
Okay, I broke up.
Oh, you're
Uh,
good. What's up?
The fans are used to this. Yeah, the fans are used to me breaking up. It's like my signal's a piece of shit. But the guests are always so good that it don't hurt me that much.
Right. It's been good shows, man. I watched that one with Coda. I didn't know Coda that well, so Coda more listen to him. Mountain Dew, the whole Mountain Dew backstory. It was fun stuff, man. It's good
Yeah.
for the community.
All right. Yeah. It's good. It's been interesting meeting you and the other guys. Cause I told everybody else the last few episodes that it was interesting because I'm not used to being in the E-Fed scene.
Right,
What do you think about the what do you think about the E-Fed scene? Do you like it? Do you think there's more that you can do?
man. So I didn't really know the difference between eFed and Sim. A lot of owners seem like they try to do a little bit of both. I joined NXW with DJ. I think back in August, October, like September, October, like that. Right in between games, actually. Like, so I'm new to this still. So, but watching it, everybody has their niche. Like some people can do impromptu stuff really well, especially when I was just watching LTD and Blaze McCoy commentating. Even if it's just Sim, that dude's smooth throughout the whole thing. If you're not the best commentator, pre-record, write your stuff. I mean, there's a lot of creative people out there. I don't like this whole eFed versus Sim debate. We're all nerds together. Like it's like breaking up Christianity almost. Like there's no reason to argue over the same shit. We're all doing it together, and I'm enjoying it. I enjoy all of it. I mean, if you use my character and I get backslapped, I mean, at least let me have that one match. Let me have let me have be. Don't let me job out the whole time. Let me have at least one competitive showing, and I'll be good. But I can laugh it off. So it was hard watching a character AI versus AI for the first time, and they're like, oh shit, what's he? Oh, why are you just in the corner, playing with yourself? you know, like, but I've had fun with it. There's a lot of
That's
cool people in this business. Like man, I made a big debut on a bigger company. First show of mine, opening match. I get kicked in the butt and pinned 1, 2, 3. So like I can laugh shit off now.
you got to pay your dues sometime. You're gonna have days. You're gonna have times like right now.
Right.
That
I mean,
you
yeah.
gotta build your rep up. You gotta get people to know who you are.
Right. I mean, it's getting there, man. It's definitely coming along. I've gotten to see my guy, become some black and white, no logos, no nothing to who he is now, and actually looks the part. He looks the part of a wrestler and a chef. I mean, to me, everybody's like, "Oh man, a chef. What are you doing?" It's like, "No, I'm really a chef. Like it's not a gimmick. I don't have the hat because they're fucking
Yeah,
hot as shit." like, but like I
it's it's an interesting gimmick because not many people do that. You know what I mean? It's good that you do that because it makes it unique. And that's what
I
makes Call
was
so good. We need more of that.
yeah. Well, when I saw the outfit, I saw the chef coat and I saw the hat, and I'm like, no way did they put all that on there. And like, so I was like, all right, Chef Stompy, it is. I mean,
Yeah.
it's been
Um.
wild.
Yeah. What have you learned so far since you joined? Since you started doing call, what have you learned?
Like about the game, about like first of all,
No,
the
about
image
like
editor. Learning the image editor was probably the biggest thing for me. like, when you realize that you can
Yeah.
actually go in there and delete that background that's on your nerves, or like you can delete this area and this area, you can recolor this, like that right there. I've seen it in myself. Like there's some stuff that's not seen on my character. Like all the tattoos I have on my body are on my character, and so even the ones that are underneath the pants on my calf, you can't see it. But my first one, it took like 9 or 10 images trying to put that shit together. And now I took the original picture and colored it in on the game, and now I can have it within 15 minutes of it instead of fucking actually working on it, working to recreate that image. And and that's just stuff that nobody's even seen. So like, and with the business, I've learned like after actually joining and getting involved, uh, Coda actually said in your last episode something about saturation, oversaturating yourself, and I see that now. I get that. I didn't understand that. I was like, man, you should be everywhere. Why aren't you in more companies? Why aren't you in more companies? But that oversaturation thing, that's a real thing, where I can actually see why people go exclusive now. Because I was a big
Yeah.
I didn't understand why would you be exclusive of one company and the biggest. This is a bigger thing than just Twitter. Like I've only messed with the Twitter side of it, but you got Instagram and then you got Xbox. I mean, so this world's so big already just for PlayStation on Twitter.
Trust me, I know this. This is where I'm coming from because I come from YouTube actually
Right.
because I met a bunch of guys on like a forum, and it's like a big forum. It's like with SNL forums. They had like over like 1,000 people come there. It was like busy, but it's a small portion of what is out there. But me, I've seen all them people coming to the SNL forums, and I'm just like, this is all we got. This is all who is interested in cars out
Right.
here. I didn't know there was more. I didn't know there was more people out there that doing this and was interested in doing the same thing. And eFed didn't really exist back then in 2007,
Right.
2008. It was more like storyline based fairs and all. It was fun because you was able to do creative things. And I want to ask you that. What do you think about opening up yourself to be more creative and learn from everybody to evolve your character in yourself?
Man, I absolutely I get addicted to it. Like that's the bad thing. I'm trying to learn that spot to where like I need to balance my time more in my life and call because I can get it my like when I'm just creating a character or an entrance. I was doing this shit 3 years ago on 2K16, 2K17, but I didn't know call existed. I didn't know this community existed. So I'm sitting there spending 30, 45 minutes just to make sure my pyros, just so I can watch it when I enter. Like, so whenever I found out there's a community out there, I'm like, all right, now there's a reason I can do all this. And then this idea stems from all these other ideas. And then you watch other people, and there's so many different takes and what people have done. It is an art, like for sure. Your older videos with your older characters, Jaden Shadow, he gets all the shit in the world, but he's putting little montages out just randomly all day long. Like he loves this shit. And same with Lance. No matter who you hate or nobody who gets to hate, you have to respect their crafts. And especially when they're making those little scenes behind the scenes, making sure that storyline keeps going to make it something else than just a simulated match. I mean, for me, I started pure fighting thinking I was going to start, 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, and it kind of got, I got suspended off 2K19. So I'm trying to branch out and do my own company and do that kind of thing. But there's a lot of people that's better with video editing, championship making, all arena design, and I'm just trying to, put my perspective on things as a little fat stoner boy that lives in the South. And maybe some people wouldn't see what I saw or what I think, and you might have something just completely different. Like, oh, it might not be the best work, but that's a cool idea, and that's what I'm trying to get to. Like, hey, I see what you did there. That's dope. And I like that aspect of it a lot.
Yeah, me too. Because everybody's different. Everybody offers their own unique perspective in call, and that's what great about it to me. Because you're from the South too. I'm from Alabama, so I know
From
all too well
Arkansas.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm from the real South South.
Yeah, I'll feel you, dude. I actually I have a brother that lives out, well, I call him a brother, but, he's an outlaw with me. You know, he, uh, he lives there in Alabama right now. So he had to move to get out of some trouble.
I feel
So
bad
we,
for him.
well, I mean, it is, he got out of the shit, it's a lifestyle and he chose
You
it.
know, I'm talking about.
He dealt with it. He's good now.
Yeah, I'm talking about the. I'm talking.
What was
I'm
that?
sorry for him coming in here. There ain't nothing to do here. Ain't shit.
Oh,
I said there ain't shit to do here in
oh,
Alabama.
Alabama.
I feel bad for him.
But everybody you ever meet from Alabama is proud to be from Alabama, and that's what it's all about. It doesn't matter what you have. It's a matter of taking
I'm
that pride in
not
where you are.
proud. It's
Everybody's like, I'm from Alabama.
bullshit.
Yeah. There's a guy here, we call him Bama, and he's been part of part of our community for a little bit, part of the city. And, he's just as real as it gets. He's going to work. After work, he's going to smoke a little, drink a little. That's just who he is. I
Ain't
mean,
nothing wrong with that.
just a good old boy.
Oh yeah, ain't nothing wrong with drinking. I don't drink no more. Uh, I quit a long time ago, and everybody can vouch for me who watched my years ago. I had this problem where I would drink and then get onto the camera and just start blurting out. And I would make rants and I would talk shit about. I'd call out people without a hesitation, and I wasn't thinking. So it was bad on me to drink.
See, that's why I quit drinking Jack.
I
Like
was
it's all
drinking
good, but
vodka straight up.
yeah. See, I drink bourbon, whiskey. I mean, I have a gin that I've been trying, but whatever. Hennessy every now and then. That's But yeah, I've tried after looking at this buying this restaurant. That's kind of what I've been trying to hold back on drinking a little bit so I can do shit during the day.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna move on. What are your
Right
favorite leagues to watch right now?
on. Favorite leagues? All right, so I like the SC Second City Dojo. I love watching the way Kyle does his the samurai aspect of it. Like he is like that's amazing to me. I think it's really cool. It's very different. Like the Ronin's Rush. That was digging that. Um, just that he sticks with that whole theme, and that's really dope. Uh, I got to give it to LTD and Blaze McCoy, man. I just started watching them about a month and a half ago, but again, it's like these are all people they're not really active in the Twitter, but they're calls everywhere else, and he kind of brings that together, and his commentating on like he was flowing like he does it like a radio DJ. So he flows throughout that whole thing, and it was just so beautiful, just watching it naturally exist. And he was very, very, very like everybody that's participates. Well, let's see here. That actually responds to people chatting in the room. It does have a good flow to it. It has a very unique unity where the commentator can be like, "Hell yeah, you," and keep going along with the match and not get distracted. It's really cool. I mean, and then the arenas that I've seen, so like they all stretch out. Ascend. You gotta give it out to Nick. Battle of Britain was one of my favorite pay-per-views I think I've watched so far. It was different. You see a lot of these companies, they see one idea and they all want to do it. I saw that with this last month. It's all elimination chambers. Like you've seen a lot of championship elimination chambers up here in Call right now. So people, they do have it like, oh, I want to do that. I want to do that, and I can see that aspect of it. And then you got Nick doing his own he has that Miami Massacre. He did it. He's done his pay-per-views really well. NCW, I mean, Neo's great at what he does. He does a lot of shows. NXW with Tom Doyle and NXW with DJ Young. Both of them are very unique in their own way and very well put together. Um, I like listening to Tom Doyle. He's very respectful and he's very respected in this community. And I got to talk to him a little bit. I need to watch more Alpha wrestling. Everybody knows the faction of Alpha and how huge and great they are. How it's fluid, I would say, man. They're always there together. And that's what's really cool with them. So I got to watch Alpha Wrestling because if they're a faction that actually stick together, stayed stable, stayed, everybody looks like it wants to be part of it. I mean, everybody seems like they would be joining a heartbeat. And if they're not, they're calling themselves, they're trying to be a feud with them. So I definitely need to check out Alpha Wrestling. And of course, you got your bigger ones like GPW, GCW. BCW, Boston Championship Wrestling. He puts on a great show too. The announcer does a great job, Zenith. He does all the announcing. Of course, it's pre-recorded, and those shows seem like they go smoother than most. So, shout out to BCW as well.
Yeah, I don't really know them people that much. Like the Alpha guys, I see them talking every once in a while. I had that because I'm still new to this scene, like the EFED scene and all that. I want to fight them because they ain't nowhere near where I'm at. They ain't in the league I'm in or anything like that. So I don't got no need to go all the way to where they are and like, oh, I'm gonna feud with you because if I'm gonna feud with somebody, I want to because either I built my way up or they built my way towards.
Right.
Then nip for tat. And that's the reason why I always had this little rule. I had this rule in the league. If you want me to join your league, you gotta give me a reason. It has to be a reason why you want me in your league. There ain't gonna be no. I ain't gonna join your league if I'm just gonna be not booked or anything like that. I ain't being an asshole about it. I just want to make sure my guy's taken care of. And I got the right to do that because I've been around for so long, and you know what I mean. It's a respect thing.
Well, yeah, you also got that attire that looks dope as shit. Like your character's legit looking too. I mean, that dark match you put up there on YouTube the other day, like between me and you, that was just a good fucking match, like, and I like watching those matches.
And I was respectful.
You hit me up
too, and I came. I want to make sure I do that because I want to make sure that you're okay with it. Because it's
absolutely,
I see you're a good friend of mine, and you've been cool with me since I first met you. So
yeah, since day one, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well, yeah, we're gonna move on a bit. I'm sorry, Breaker. I'm sorry to interrupt you. You can continue.
Oh, you're good, bro. You're good.
What are your goals for the rest of this year, like call wise?
All right, so call wise, because my goal for this year is to open this restaurant this summer. But like for call, I just want to have 5-star, 6-star matches with some of the best people. Like when I say best people, I mean people I respect. I'd like to have that big moment with you on the pay per view one time. Or at least just a hell of a match, just a fucking brutal match. Back and forth storytelling. You're doing AI versus AI. You can't do very much, So, those match types, yeah. I just hope that my character doesn't get made a fool of most of the time. Like, hopefully, he doesn't do something stupid. And I'd like to get another belt or two. I need a bigger solo belt, or just a solo belt in general, I guess, because I've only seen 2 titles in this since I joined. I've only been active 5 months or so. So, but I've only won 2 belts so far. One's the live tag titles with Chance Nightwalker. So that was one of those things that was really dope too. And we were just randoms, put together, or we put ourselves together. We're like, let's do it. And we got that, so that's dope. And I was a world heavyweight champion in DJ's NXW. So that was dope. I'm 2-time world champion in 4 or 5 months, but that means I lost it So I really would like to have, even if it's a mid card, an open or a bottom card title, I would like to at least hold it for 3 defenses or more. And I also want to beat McAllister in a match. If I can get McAllister in a big pay per view, because his character, I've watched his character win all these tournaments. So yeah, I would like to go 1-on-1 against McAllister, and hopefully actually beat him at his own game, because it's just been crazy watching. He's undefeated. I've never seen him lose. I've beat him one time in a multi-man match, and that was one of those things that was like, I just want you 1-on-1 where I can, like, it doesn't count. He's never been really beat after that. So it'd be really cool to see me beat him 1-on-1.
That's a challenge right there. That's a challenge.
Yeah, but
Nick,
get it.
Challenge right here. Stalpy, McAllister, book it. You better book it. I want to come after you if you don't book this.
We had that death cage match, man, and for that KO tournament, that KO championship. And of course, I get all the way up to him, and it's back and forth in a freaking knockout match. Like, that's pretty big when there's big hits, and you're like, oh shit, he's still going. Like, it was a great match just for being that kind of match. So I'm really excited for us to see what happens. He is a world champion too, though. So I got to figure out how to fucking knock him off his high horse. I've only had one match since broke shows too. So we're gonna see what happens after this. Like, I've got my moveset finally where I want it. My attributes are where they need to be for 2K19, 2K20. I'm about to finish my character later today. I'm gonna have that up. So it's one of those things where I'm about to start knocking heads. I'm about to start chopping and stomping.
Stomp.
Yeah, chops and stomps, dude. I try to make my moveset like that, but yeah.
You need to, man. You need to. I like the concept of your guy, and I think you should incorporate that into your finishers and your moveset. Like I got this signature where it's a rapid fire curb stomp. I think it'd be good for your guy too. That move.
There is one where the jaw gripping it's the jaw gripping slaps, and he grabs that dude's jaw and just starts smacking him in the fucking face like 3 or 4 times. And that's really, I was like, all right, that's humiliating. You get open-handed slapped multiple times. Yeah, that's an ultimate heel move right now there. Nobody realizes it.
Okay. The next question I'm going to ask you is, other than you, who is a couple of people who is underrated and who needs to get their attention? Who do you think that would be, and why?
Underrated?
Yeah,
all right,
and don't really get the attention that it deserves.
Other than us two, all right. We'll just put that there. Other than me and Smokey.
I'm good.
Man, underrated. There's a few that don't get recognized, and Hunter King, he's one of them. I don't know if you ever got to see him. Hunter King, JJ Ramirez, they're all guys that kind of get overlooked. And the two that used to be a tag team, Leo Punk and Jacob Helms. Those two guys, I've watched them both go. They were tag team when I joined. They went solo, and they're killing it. They're doing their thing, and that's pretty fun to watch them. Man, who else would be underrated? Shoot, huh? I mean, I guess Kota Amora, is he kind of underrated? I don't know if he's underrated. I think he's kind of right where he needs to be. I think he's up. I think he's considered up there, isn't he?
Yeah, he's pretty up there. I think his likes on his post. Trust me.
Yeah. See, I mean, I do like Chance
King
Knight.
Alpha for me.
Who is it?
King Alpha. I think he is. If he gets a little bit more attention, he will be good.
King's won some big matches already, and I've watched him. He kind of started off on a losing streak, and then he turned that around this last week or two, starting to win some bigger matches.
He needs that confidence. He
He
needs that
does. He does.
confidence, though.
I like watching King Alpha's character, man. That robe, the mask, everything, it adds up, man.
Yeah, I
Like,
fuck with him a lot, though.
yeah, that was funny as shit.
About the King Mabel
yeah,
thing.
yeah. He does though. Like, it's almost
I
like
can't help it. That's nigga
it's
awesome.
like if it's like if James Earl Jones wore the Darth Vader mask without the rest of the outfit. You know, like,
Yeah. Okay, I'll move on. This one, a few last questions. What are your thoughts about gimmicks in car nowadays? Are they too repetitive sometimes? Now, I know there are a bunch of good ones out there, but there are some that kind of like repeat themselves. When you hear
I'm
somebody
tired.
promo,
There's not a lot of live promos, man. I haven't seen a lot of people actually doing promos, and you get to see these people like on Twitter. I don't know if you've seen that fantasy Twitter. Like it's not call related. It's on Twitter, and they're just doing promos to each other. Like I'm the better fan. I don't know, wrestling fan than you are, type of thing. And I'd like to see that kind of stuff. I mean, I know there's some people that base their characters off themselves, and a lot of people base themselves or their characters off who they want to be, and who they strive to be. And so I'd like to see people actually do that, do that little voice character, do that tone. We all have a PS4. You can share it, it's easy to record, post and stuff. I mean, I'm tired of seeing AJ Styles and Ricochet's movesets. like, uh, there's a lot of good, but as far as gimmicks go, you see the King gimmick, you see I'm the Beast gimmick, and you see the serial killer gimmick. But there's not a whole lot, man. I mean, my favorite gimmick in this business is Burt Spangle. I don't know why an eighth place Olympian that deadlifts cows,
uh,
drinks only milk, and snorts
I
creatine.
don't
I don't
really,
under,
I don't get along with that guy. I have no
You don't
comment
like
about
Burt?
it.
Well, I mean, he doesn't.
I don't got a problem with him, but he rubs me the wrong way. The way he comes at people. That's all I'm saying about that. It ain't no big deal. I ain't gonna start a drama about it. Nah.
I mean, the gimmick itself though is original. He's not trying to be anything else. He's just gonna snort creatine.
He kind of go over the top with it over the last couple of so. It's like he ran out things. That's what my main gripe about most characters. When they do a heel gimmick and they try to be a douchebag, it always reverts to that same old that repetitive thing. People
Oh yeah,
don't know how
they
to
don't know
change
how
it
to be a
up.
heel. They're just
Yeah,
trying to be an
all they're
asshole.
gonna do is like, I'm better than you, or it's always that. I'm coming for the world title. I'm the best, and blah 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 blah. And it's
Like
always the
they're
same thing over and I want to be challenged. I want to have fun with it. I want somebody to come at me and make me go, whoa, you know what I mean? Like, how am I
yeah.
supposed to respond to this? Not, I don't want to respond like, oh man, what the fuck, man? I gotta respond to this shit again for the millionth time. It is demotivating. It's hard for
I
me
don't.
to respond.
I don't like seeing the whole "you can't step in the ring with me" or "oh what, I don't care that you beat me" or "I don't care this" or "who are you?" Like it's like who are any of us, like, uh,
Y'all in this for fun.
yeah, like I mean, I'm gonna talk shit too, though. Like that's kind of, but I do it. I'll do it if people are here too. So it's kind of like my thing. And I've never there's not
Yeah, we
enough faces,
all
man.
talk shit. Yeah, I'm face right now.
But you know what I mean, though.
Certainly.
There's not many.
Mm-mm.
There's not very
Not
many
many
ones that
people
stay
want it
face.
because not
Well,
many people can stand and deal with that shit.
like yeah, like how are you gonna be like faces have to be positive. Like there's no John Cena's. I can't see anybody being a John Cena positive role model. There's nobody like that to me. And I mean, there's a lot of Adam Cole wannabes. Everybody wants to be
Yeah.
Adam Cole right now. Everybody wants everybody wants to be athletic like Ricochet or Yeah, or everybody wants to be fucking serial killer Jason. It's like,
And we got
whenever
dogs.
I went with the chef gimmick, that's just my job.
Dog.
I know it. If somebody wanted to talk food, we can talk food. You know, and if I come up with a logo that I love too much, I could get it tattooed on me, and it made sense.
I don't
I
even
mean,
get me
it's
started
kind
on
of
logos. I made like 20 of them.
yeah. You made a shit ton. I've been trying to find my own little thing with logos. I've been using that Logo Pit Plus, and it's not a bad app. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, if you want to pay
I
for the
can
premium and
give you
get the
another.
better icon, what's that?
I can give you a better. I'm gonna give you a better site in a little bit about
Do you guys use
that,
a
by the way.
site? Or
I
you
found another one. I found
right
another
on?
one for the letters.
Just
Yeah, I figure I get you air. No, we're going off topic here a little bit. So
it's all on topic.
I'm gonna revert
It's
back to
all
this. If I don't stop it, then we'd be going way too far to the right. Trust me, it happens to me a lot. And people just turn off. People don't. They're like, Smokey's just on these little tangent. Let's turn this thing off. They don't mean I'm douchebag or whatever.
Smokey knows how to stay in line now. He's like, he's like, I used to.
I'm
He's
trying to
like,
be.
I.
Yeah, I used to be bad. I'm trying to be more professional, at least a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit.
I'm not gonna lie,
But
King
okay.
Alpha's gimmick. King Alpha's gimmick is a good one. We were talking about gimmicks before we got off track. King Alpha does have a good gimmick too.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, we can't talk about that on YouTube, but everybody knows what his gimmick is.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. This last thing I want you to do is tell everybody how if they want to book you, how to get a hold of you, and tell people about your channel so they can subscribe to you for your league that you're gonna come out with whenever the time is right.
Okay, so for Pure Fighting Alliance, I had to change the name from Pure Wrestling Alliance to Pure Fighting Alliance because of PWA. So what I'm planning on doing is I think I'm going to go for Pure Fighting Alliance is I don't know. I feel like YouTube gets all the attention, and I feel like Twitch has been just for gamers the whole time, and I feel like YouTube just kind of capitalized on it. So we're gonna bring Cobb back to Twitch, make sure that thing's still there, and hopefully I can get an episode this Friday. Like, because I was suspended for 2 weeks. I think my 2 weeks is up this Friday, so if that should be happening, man. That pay-per-view, that first timers pay-per-view should be happening this Friday, and I really, really hope so because I was so excited, and of course WWE frowns upon. It's like I got drug tested and I got fined. It's pretty much the same
Yeah.
thing. I pulled an RVD. I just wanted a marijuana logo, man. I'm sorry. I wanted a 420 theme, like attire. So that's what got me suspended, apparently. Like, yeah, for 14 days. like, what if you're actually in California? Does it know? Like, are you cool then? But it's all gravy, man. So hopefully this weekend on Twitch, I'll have the links everywhere on my Twitter as soon as I know. Whenever I go play the game, it's like bans lifted. Don't do it again. Here's a slap on the wrist. But we're about to have some of the most. You're actually in one of my favorite matches that I've never seen it anywhere else, and I'm calling it a strange cage. Like, yeah, it's gonna be a strange cage, and I'm pretty sure I put it for. Hold on, can I do? You can still hear me, yeah?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, I was just making sure because I'm looking at my notes. You gotta get that notepad. Yeah, I got Primal Smokey versus JJ Ramirez at Pure First Timers, which should be Friday. Primal Warrior Smokey.
Good Lord, you're killing me, dog.
Hey man, I fixed the other one. Primal Warrior Smokey I don't know, dude. Primal Smokey's more like me, so that's my primal state. There's fight, flight, and there's chill,
Yeah.
and I'm right there at the chill.
Wow,
But
it's
yeah, the
wild how I
Primal
got my
Warrior
nickname.
Smokey versus JJ Ramirez in the first
That's
ever Strange
good.
Cage, and I'm gonna throw the Strange title on there, man. That Strange music title is gonna go right there. So you'll have
And I'm
that.
gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you a little insight about that little match too. Whenever we get off of here,
Oh,
I talked,
ooh,
I talked to you about it.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah. I just want to say I appreciate you coming on.
Hey,
You
bro.
two,
Yep.
you came on here last. We've been trying to get you on for the past 3 days, and it's been one thing after another, and I
Yeah.
could never get an interview done. Never get
You,
it one done. And I appreciate you coming on here.
hey man, you've been working your ass off. I've been trying to I'm trying my next step, and I'm glad we got to do this finally, man. This has been fun. I'm sure it won't be the
Yeah,
last.
you come back on. You want to come back on here again?
Yeah, they just hit me up.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely. Everybody go check out him. If you want to book him or want to talk to him, you know how to get a hold of him, or bug me or the comment section. Also subscribe. I'm gonna say it again, subscribe because you ain't doing shit. Or comment, do something, be useful. Or you're probably gonna be mad at me. You're probably gonna be mad at me now. But this is Smokey and this is Shell. This is
What's
Smoke Room, episode 7, I think. He's out.
My room, Smokey?